Alrighty. Let's get back to it. You know, it could be a while before it hits that other boundary. We're going to shoot now. Be smart about it. Go underneath the layer. Dog leg it. Oh, no, I wanted to wait for that active intercept thing to come back, didn't I? Okay. In 20 minutes, he will have gone about 3 miles. So to about here. Whoop-a. I don't need this old stuff. It doesn't mean anything. Kirov pose at 0135. Alrighty. Yeah, we're gonna chill then. Mind your P's and Q's, mister. What is the most silent submarine in the world? It depends. The answer to that question, Tomsk, is it depends. Depends the speed. At least according to how RA models things. If you're talking flank speed, it's going to be Seawolf or Virginia most likely. Talking about low speeds, it's going to be one of them newfangled diesels. Lada, Type 212. Something like that. But I think that's generally accepted as to the sound advantages of both. Diesels are like super intelligent mines is one way to think of them. Meant to go slow and hang out, lay ambushes. And nuke boats are quiet at speed. Yeah, 5 to 10, that's kind of where, in RA, that's where the transition happens, where it's not as clear whether diesels or nukes are quieter. If you're talking 5 knots, it's going to be a diesel. If you're talking 10 knots, it's going to be a nuke, generally speaking. We're in the money. What's finagle? Finagle. Manned mines. Yes, indeedy. No, I'm fine with this course. I'm fine with opening this up a wee little bit. I guess I do want to stay within somewhat of a course. So let's go this way. Mobile minefield, there you go. Diesels are built for areas like the North Sea, Baltic Sea, yeah. Coastal areas, that kind of stuff. Stuff where diesels are really good for like geographical choke point kind of places. And the nuke boat advantage is that it can get places very quickly. Which is why America has nuke boats and no real diesel boats, because no one can really come lay off the coast of the US all that easily or logistically. And that's also why most countries don't need nuke boats. They're very expensive. Alrighty, there's our boy. 12662-ish, yep. Approximately lining up with my solution. Yes, but remember, it's quieter only at low speed. The diesel can't really move around too much without being heard. At least at any kind of... It can't get places quickly without being noticed. the nuke boat's advantage is speed. There's nothing saying that a nuke boat has to have better sensors. The 212 has a toad, doesn't it? The Lada has a toad. A nuke boat, it's probably a good idea to say a nuke boat has better sensors because they generally cost more money anyway, so give them the best stuff would be my reasoning behind that. Because you're spending a crap ton of money anyway. Okay, they're towed straight. Solution going wonky. Speed 11. We got 12,319. Am I not getting them on? What's going on here? Seemed like I lost them off the toad there for a second. DTA. Oh, my toad is dabbling near the layer. Why am I talking this way? I don't know. Oh, I've been on the sphere this whole time. Okay, there's your toad. Ow. Dude, I've been looking at the sphere. Toad. The toad is just starting to straighten out. Do I still have a tracker on him on the sphere? Yes. 12,428. Something I should wait till this toad straightens out fully. Yeah, it would be more silent at low speed, but it wouldn't be anywhere near this big. It would be a completely different boat. Diesels are small because it's less drag, less force, less energy usage. Nuke boats don't have that same restriction. If the Seawolf became an electric boat, it would not be a Seawolf anymore. It probably wouldn't have 8 torpedo tubes. It wouldn't be this long. It wouldn't have a beam of 40 feet. It'd be a completely different boat. Wouldn't be a Seawolf anymore. Like, if you've seen a German Type 212, it is tiny in comparison to nuke boats. It probably is like this long, half the beam. They're utterly tiny. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure that the Seawolf's full-size toad is longer than the boat. I mean, they spool up the toad cable in here. I'm pretty sure it wraps around like this. Like that way or something. Or it could be something like that. I don't know. You're welcome. Feel free to ask any questions. There's always lots of downtime in dangerous waters. This is like a podcast half the time. Or podcast 90% of the time. And oh shit, torpedo's got to fall on my head 10% of the time. Yes, you got extreme littoral going on in that Baltic Sea there. It is the Baltic, right? I'm not making a fool of myself. Alright, what's our Mr. Guy up to here? WAA wants to say about 12,001. We got ourselves a course change here. Could be this, could be that. My money will be this. I have to see how this sorts out here. We just happened to catch this guy when he's starting to do a lot of maneuvering. So there's one certain tactical mode for boats in dangerous waters is like you give them like a box to explore in, and they keep going around till they hit a wall, and they just kind of come out at a random course. It's like in what is that called? Isotropic boundary. It doesn't like, it's not like a billiard ball where it comes off with the same angle, but like opposite. It comes off at a completely random angle. It's like those screensavers back in the day that would just bounce around. Except I think those conserved angular momentum and stuff. Not angular momentum, but conserved their. They bounced in the way you would expect them to. If an enemy ship is pinging you, they probably don't know where you are. Ship pings are very ineffective in this game. But if a sub pings you, it can be hard because the sub pings are so loud. They always sound like they're in range. That'll be an experiment video I do. I want to determine active sonar counter detection ranges and actually like... Oh, that active sonar should be ready. The signal strength thing here, I want to try and correlate that to when it gets to a certain position, is it considered a hit or not? I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell though because you kind of got to be watching it. If you're getting a ping that sounds like it's pretty loud, pretty close enough, you should just shoot a torpedo at it. Because if a sub pings you, it's fair to assume it's getting ready to start shooting at you. Ships ping all the time in dangerous waters, and they're usually pretty ineffective. Is it like a canal that goes like south of Denmark or something, so you don't have to go all the way around up there? Excuse me. Yeah, a sub ping should be generally interpreted as a hostile intent or a hostile act. Oh, I played a lot of World of Warships meme. I just never did it on the channel. I probably won't ever do it because it's pretty like each tier you go up, things just get like 10% better, and you keep wanting to get to the next thing, but it never. It's very calculating and meant to like take your money. It was fine for a little bit, but yeah, it's whatever. Oh yeah, I don't have anything lined up in case of defecation hitting the oscillation there. All right, what do we got in terms of WAA here? Interesting. At WAA, man, I tell you what. I guess it could have been possibly a very gradual turn. What I'm seeing here is kind of weird looking. Doesn't make much sense to me. But we're also in like a low bearing rate configuration right now. He's heading away. I'm kind of crossing the T with him here. Well, he is starting to head away, so I'm slowly losing my ability to shoot on him here. Should probably go ahead and get on with it. Is that snorkel mast is back? That active is going to be back shortly here. Active intercept 125 from 2331. Yeah, so the active intercept's about to be back, so let's go ahead and get to it here. Port tubes. I think I put them up on the starboard tubes here. Doesn't really matter. We'll put them up on the port tubes. We'll get 3 torps. Do I want to do 3? I have 17 left. I know in the past it used to take 4 to sink a Kuznetsov. Do I want to do 3 more? I hit him once, so I want to do 3 more or just 2 more? I don't know. Yes, you hear pings much further away than... It's like if someone uses a flashlight in the dark, you'll see a flashlight before the person shining it sees you, because the person shining / emitting the ping, the energy has to go out and then come back. For the receiving party, it just has to go one way. Yeah, I have a little mini... I have a few videos from Silent Hunter 4 when I try that out, but ain't my cup of tea. I didn't really care for it. Okay, this is now opening up. Oh, why I keep... Dude, give me a wrap lock. A rip look. Did I just change course? I did just change course, didn't I? No, didn't. No, it's been a while. I haven't changed course. Why is that data looking weird? I guess he possibly changed course again. Where's that wrap lock at? Is that the wrap lock up there? Give me a wrap lock all the way up here. Okay, I think he's now settling on some course off this direction here. Some very slow kind of turn or something here. Signal strength increase in the broadband. Yeah, you can't really... You mean in terms of the SNR? The thickness of the line is definitely something that can nudge you in the right direction, but it ain't... You can't trust it completely. That's why in that one video I talk about the trends like that. The squid, like how it's curving. Because that's more reliable. Because if I went beneath the layer, even if I wasn't in the shadow zone, this would attenuate a bit. And that wouldn't mean anything more than just not as much sound energy is getting to me. Okay, well this doesn't mean anything anymore either. Alright, well let's get cracking here. I guess we can launch from here. We're in a good position to start running, so I'm not going to turn to face him or something. Masterful. Let's just go with 3 torps and get it done right. I'll still have frickin' what, 14 torps left? That's still a lot. So we'll go with 3. So if someone's maneuvering, the only reason all the dots are going to be in the middle, Tomsk, is if the target has not changed course, speed, or range the entire time you've been tracking them. So this guy's changing course and range. Well, duh. He's changing course and speed is what I mean to say. If he was doing the same thing all the time, these dots would all line up. That's where TMA becomes tricky, is when targets start maneuvering. Because you kind of got to start guessing as to what they're doing. So what I'm doing is I'm basically taking what the WAA is telling me, which is a godsend, and I'm bringing it over here. I'm going to ignore that wrap lock. It looks kind of awkward. So he seems to be turning. I wish I had another track like a Merchant Man or something I could show you, but the dots only all line up if the track is not changing speed or maneuvering. If they're turning, yeah, it's going to be a hot mess. You're going to have to use your other means of detection to figure out what he's doing. So like we've been on this same course for a while. And you can see here that this is changing a lot. It's coming across. It's almost heading the other way now. And that generally wouldn't happen unless he's maneuvering. You would see something else if he was doing a constant course and speed here. Alright, let's get this show on the road. Let's see. No. Auto crew, go away. Thank you. No active. No active. No active. Speed. 45. 45. 45. Depth to run. Yeah, that's fine. Mode floor, fine. Search pattern direct, good. And we'll launch beneath the layer. The circles I have on this sky is where the shadow zone should be given this layer depth. So he shouldn't hear the torpedoes till they get about here. Yeah, as soon as my friend on Subsim, who's a former submariner, as he puts it, TMA you're only looking at the past here. So once he starts maneuvering, all this old stuff means nothing. It's completely useless. So you have to start over again. TMA only works if the target is, constant course, constant speed. That's the only way TMA works. At least that a human could readily do. The computer might be able to do something else. But yeah, he seems to be maneuvering a lot. So I'm not ready to fire just yet. Need to wait for him to kind of steady out. Putting a cramp in my style here. Okay, well, if he's going to settle on this course, I probably actually want to be facing this way when I shoot to dogleg him. I probably want to more, well, I don't know, what do you guys think? Should I dogleg him this way and then have him come in, or should I dogleg him this way and have him go that way? I guess I could do either from this position. I'm thinking from behind because I don't have to worry about, because coming in from the direct side is honestly like the worst in terms of trying to guess, because that's where you get the highest probability of him not being where you want him to be in terms of if they're coming straight up the back. It's just a question of closing the distance, not actually trying to hit him across the beam there. So I'm going to go, when I go down beneath the layer, I'm going to trust this. We're going to go to 582 feet, about 15 feet beneath that point, and see if we can't hear him anymore at that point, and then I'll launch the torps there. He's changing course if the sonar starts doing something, or the TMA. If all these dots lined up, but then all of a sudden they stopped lining up, if you have him on broadband, you can also check the demon to see if he's changed speed. That'll mess up your TMA. But once, if you know what a target is doing and you put a ruler in the TMA, the dots will keep hitting the ruler on the money. Exactly. Once that starts changing, you know something has changed and that the target is either changing course or speed. And if you have demon and you know his speed is still the same, you know he's changing course, so he's turning. And then also in the broadband, if he starts turning, if you can see him on the broadband, this will start taking a different shape. In my intro to TMA tutorial, or like TMA and sonar trends tutorial, I talk about what the shapes should look like for constant course and speed boat as it heads away from you and as it comes towards you. And of course, the easier solution is just turn auto crew and all this stuff on and just make sure you maneuver somewhat frequently and the computer will sort it out. But this is what I do to keep myself entertained. This is the entertainment value, is almost treating this like a puzzle game. Your phone dee-dee-dee-deed, Spraz. Isn't that the name of a guy in Kirby? Prince DDD or whatever? That weird guy with the hammer? Looks like a duck or something. If I keep doing that with my mouth. Do what? It's probably something I'm just doing subconsciously. I'm not even aware. Alright. So we're starting to see some steady stuff on the TMA again. Getting a WAA. Not all boats have WAA though. This is a great crutch. It's probably good to learn TMA on a boat with WAA. That'll help a lot. Okay, give him a solid about 13,190. Okay, so it looks like we got his course locked down just about due east. So we're ready to fire. I guess we'll dogleg the torps in behind him. We'll try and skirt, because as he moves this way, this circle is going to move this way, so we'll try and send the torps just like this, and hopefully that'll line up with the shadow zone, and then we'll skirt him in, and he'll think, if all goes to plan, he'll think I have shot from this direction, but I'll be scooting that way. And I guess I'll stay beneath the lighter until I think the torps have exited the shadow zone. Because in these situations, I always want to try and keep track of them. Keep track of what they're doing. But I guess if I'm doing these passive torps that are supposedly harder to fool, hello, why'd you go back to active, please? Then, I don't know. Well, the whole reason I want to dogleg him is so he doesn't just shoot a bunch of standoff torps down my bearing. It is nice and sunny out. I'm going to look at the weather. When is it supposed to start raining? It's been a bunch of rain and thunderstorms in the forecast. Well, it's raining in DC right now. Okay, looks like it's not going to be above 50% chance of rain until about 8 o'clock. Well, that's good for me. But DC is also a not insignificant distance away, so might want to check DC specific forecast and not my area forecast. Thanks, Typhoonita. Thanks for showing up. Oh, yeah. There's no point in not having autocruise sonar on the active intercept station. No point at all. I hate in like subcommand and older Sunless games, they don't have autocrew. They don't have like an autocrew only option for active intercept, and it sucks. Okay, let's get this show on the road. We'll launch these torps and we'll take them north, and then dogleg them behind them. Run them out there at 45 knots. All right, 582 feet should be sufficient to take us beneath the layer here. Thanks, Tice. Enjoy the birthday party. Active intercept has been repaired. Very good. Hopefully we can get this guy sunk within the next half hour here. The end of the stream in about half an hour. This crap goes by quick, man. Streams go by quick. Lower bowl tickets were going for 500 face value. I think some of them were going for 1,000 on like StubHub and stuff. I got tickets up in the nosebleeds. I have friends who are season ticket holders, so they got us face value nosebleed tickets. I don't know how much my dad paid for them. I'm going to go ahead and assume face value for nosebleeds is probably around 100 at least for Stanley Cup final. If lower bowl was 500. I think they're mirrored because you can't assume that. I think someone explained it the other day. Ran a cow in my Discord. It's something about how the way the toad is made that they're mirrored, but you don't need to wait until you get them on the sphere to figure out where it's at. You can just turn. If you turn, the true contact will stay in the same spot, and the mirror contact will change to be mirrored about your course. So if we had this guy here, our mirror contact would be down here. If we turned, I don't know, this way, the true contact would still be here, and then the mirrored contact would rotate to this direction here. So You just need to turn to be able to figure out which one's the mirror. At least in dangerous waters, all Totore's mirror contacts. Spraz. Okay. We are down here. We are beneath the layer. Actually, we're still seeing him on the sphere, so it looks like that's actually the layer. So we'll go to, let's go to 615 feet. Yes, Totore picks up lower frequencies. The lower the frequency, the further the sound travels in the ocean. And that's also true in general in real life. If a car goes by with music really loud and the windows are up, you only hear the bass. Low frequencies travel further. Higher frequencies get dampened out by things. That has to do with how long the wavelength of the sound is. The material that the sound's going through, in order for the material to dampen the sound, has to be about as long as a wavelength. So the lower the frequency, the longer the wave is, and you need a thicker material to block it. So high frequency sounds have very small wavelengths, so they can be damped out really quickly. Or rather, easily, I guess. So the Totore picks up low frequencies. The Hull array, just around here somewhere, that's the Totore housing. That's the WAA. The Hull array is just stuck on the hull somewhere. That picks up more medium range frequencies. That has a better detection range than the sphere. And the sphere picks up high frequencies. Probably because the sphere is attached to the boat, and if it tried to detect low frequencies, the sphere would just hear your own boat. I'm getting there, Ben. I'm getting there. I'm just making sure I'm beneath the layer here. All right, we're beneath the layer. We lost. We're still getting WAA, but I'm chalking that off to a DW bug because I'm not seeing him on the broadband there anymore. Toad, come up here to track a review. Not seeing him in here. All right, clear to engage. All this stuff is fine. I'm going to increase the ranges on these because I plan to do all this manually. I'm going to dogleg them. Okay. Let's get these tubes launching here then. Yep. Same for radio frequencies. Let's get these guys turning north. And we'll go to 2/3. Alrighty, so we are now going to take ourselves and we're going to head this way. And we're going to run it standard. As our torps dogleg off to the north here. I probably don't even need to dogleg them that severely. We'll turn them to starboard a little bit here. So we'll stay beneath the layer. Actually, let's get to full. Stay beneath the layer here and really kind of clear ourselves from this datum. I'm going to mark it just so I know where it was. Torpedo datum. And we're going to boogie on out of there. Boogie for once I turn the torps back, probably go up then because I want to double check where his position is going to be. I'm sure there's probably toads like that. Maybe the surface ships, but every submarine I played in dangerous waters has mirror contacts, which I honestly like to an extent because when you're searching the narrowband, you only have to search half the bearings because they mirror. So if you just look at half, you'll detect everything. Whereas with the spherical, you gotta look at everything. What was our range at time of engagement? Yeah, not terrible. And we're running them at 45. Increases their range. It'd be really cool if the toad had like hydrofoils on it so you could steer it up above the layer while you're beneath the layer. Then it wouldn't have to worry about all this crap. Tea? No, it's just water. Washington Capitals thing that I've had for a long time. A bunch of the paint's worn off the bottom of it. It's all dented at the bottom. It doesn't sit straight. It always wants to fall over. It falls over somewhat frequently, much to my chagrin. I should just get a new one. No, I'm a coffee guy. I like my coffee. Can blame the Brits for the Americans' love of coffee. Yeah, I'm doing 45 knots because I'm shooting passive torps. Doing passives against the Kirov. He was dodging my actives like a mofo. It's not sunny anymore. It's still bright, but it's not sunny. Got a little sun. Little bit of sun. Let's come this way. Head a little more perpendicular. For range degradation, yeah. No, the acoustics modeled in the game are relatively simple. It's not ray traced or anything. The dog leg, Mr. Ben, the dog leg. Yes, sir. If you're in a surface ship launching missiles against an enemy contact, you can launch your missiles in a certain pattern that they'll all converge at the same time. I don't know if you're watching ARONC, but I don't know if you can do it with the shipwrecks and the sub, but with the parry, you can set your harpoons to have one waypoint, so you can dogleg them and shoot all four harpoons in such a way that they all converge on the target at about the same time from different directions. Mobile decoys? No, that's a new thing in a recent RA. I have not shot one Corund. So I have no idea how they work. Alright, we've cleared datum pretty good so far. We're about 2 miles away. We'll keep running. A mile and a half. Slow down to 18 at this point and get a little toad performance back. 18's where I think the TB16 starts to wash out, and I think you get full wash out at like 21 or 22 knots. It's logarithmic, the washout curve. Oh, what was that? What? Did it just fail? Lost the wire tube 6, or did it just run out? I don't know. Alright, well, let's turn these boys. $18 fully operational. There you go. Is game audio off? No. It's just very quiet. We lost a torp for some reason. Alright, those torps are about to punch through the shadow zone if that's what this boy is still doing. Once we get to a point where I'm pretty sure he's heard the torps, then I'll go up and see what he's up to. We can go ahead and get auto crew TMA on at this point. Yeah, I have no idea how they work in dangerous waters. I just know that they exist. Oh. Okay, maybe I don't want auto crew TMA. What was he doing before? I don't want the auto crew yet. I want to see when they're going to cross into that shadow zone point, assuming he has not heard them yet. So where were they exactly before? It's a course of about due east, 11 knots, 35 degrees. 35 degrees, 090. Range was 17,200. Yeah, okay, there you go. I want to hold that for now. Alright, let's get down to 5 knots. So we got torpedo tube doors open. We're making noise. And we'll come back shallow and take a look for our boy. Alright, 545 feet. If that solution's correct and he has not started running, those torps should be coming out of the shadow zone any second for him now. Hello, cheeky breaky. General Kenobi. So uncivilized. That would be a torp. Oh, it's hard to see because I got this crap going on. We should be seeing them soon. We're coming up shallow here. Coming up above this layer. There he is. Range 15,895. It's pretty decent. Doesn't seem to know about anything. Speed is reduced. Speed is increasing. I'm not sure that the torpedo wires ever get cut from maneuvering in dangerous waters. I think they have a range to them that RA is implemented. But they'll only cut if you close the door. In cold waters, they cut more readily, and that's just part of the tacticalness of it. Okay, yeah, he's kicking in the nuclear turbine. I don't know what the order is on the Kirov. Does the nuclear always run, and then the gas turbine kicks in for the high speed? I don't know how it works with its dual propulsion. All right, we can probably turn those bad boys on. I didn't turn history on for him. What am I doing? Seems like they have a... What are they doing? Thought I was on pitching up. I'm barely seeing him. That's interesting. I thought he would have been brighter there for a second. We're still waiting for that toad to come a little shallow here. Well, if he's starting to boogie, he ain't hearing nothing, so let's go to 7 knots. Yeah, I closed the door. I did not reload it. I will reload it. Thank you, Mr. Ben. Thank you kindly. Okay, yeah, they just came shallow. They're squirming and gorming. Squirming and gorming. They're doing something. Yeah, the way this guy's coming up looks like he's like heading right in for it. I don't know. Oh, I hope I don't need one more torp for this fool. Hope I don't need one more torp for this fool. Yeah, there he is. There's your boy. Oh, yeah. There he is. He's running. Let's get that auto TMA going. 226. That is interesting. Oh my god, that's very close. Why is that so close? I'll head flank. Dude, if he somehow saw my ass, I'm gonna be furious. How the hell did he see me? Doesn't make any freaking sense. But it could be some air asset or something. I may have just dodged a bullet. I don't even know if I necessarily want to go deep. Okay, it's kind of... What just happened? I think the game just crashed. Where did that come from, dude? Where did that come from? I'm very confused. That is bizarre. I dodged it at first, but then it swung back around. Where did that come from? I was going like 5 knots, and he was like maneuvering. There must have been some air asset that caught wind of me or something. But not before. It's curious. Well, I'm definitely going to be looking at the replay of this before we start this area again. I just want to see what these guys do. Oh, it's Chem. It's Chem. Hello, Chem. Was that a hit? May have gotten 2 hits. Yep. So I think I may have gotten him in the end. I don't know who the heck just got me or what the heck just happened. But I'll be looking at the replay for that. Alright, well, I'm going to stop the stream here. So thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with that. That had to have been an airplane. There was no way that was him. But if the noise you put out is correlated to how damaged your boat is, I don't know. I feel like I was closer to him before, but I also had doors open. Maybe I should have closed those doors once I turned the torps on. Those passives are pretty good. They seem to have like a further detection range than actives. But I don't know. Oh, that would be so difficult, Tomsk. That would be a full-time job. Like it is in real life. But yeah, I'm going to stop it here. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. And as always, good hunting. And let's go Caps.